Hello, this is Roger Romanelli. I'm a candidate for Hillside Mayor, and today is Tuesday, April 1st, and it's Election Day in Hillside. Together with my running mates, Elva Arroyo for clerk, Tommy Beasley, Keegan Goss, and Rhonda Taylor for trustees, we are so excited for Hillside. We ask all of you, please come out and vote today. If you haven't voted already, please come out and vote today. You can vote from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at your Hillside polling place, and we'll show you the map. And this video is designed to give you reasons to come out and vote and celebrate our American democracy that gives all of us the right to vote, which they don't have in other countries. So please, please watch this video and come out and vote today. Okay, let me just screen share here. If I could come back here and I'll press this button and I'll press this button. Here is our website, voteforhillside.com. So if you have any ideas about our team, if you want to see more information about our backgrounds, our volunteering for Hillside, what we do professionally, and our Hillside Success Plan, come here to this website, voteforhillside.com. Now, also on this website, there's information about how you vote today in Hillside. So for everyone in Hillside, there's 4 different polling places, either Village Hall, the Village Hall over on Hillside Avenue, Eisenhower Park on Speechley, the Progressive Life-Giving Word Cathedral on Frontage Road, or the Hillside Community Center on Lind Avenue. And here on our website is a map of where you live and which corresponds to your polling place. So again, voteforhillside.com. And if you have any questions, call us or email us. Now, I just wanted to highlight some of the key points of our Hillside Success Plan. So we really have taken time to listen to the people of Hillside, and our Hillside Success Plan starts with your safety. Here is a video from the work that I do in the Fulton Market Association in Chicago. And it's a video you can watch maybe at your own time here. Group calls for more surveillance cameras in Fulton Market to curb crime. And why is this video important? I have worked for 35 years in the city of Chicago, together with businesses and residents and property owners and the Chicago Police Department. I know how to keep you safe. I want to bring all of that experience to setting the goal in Hillside for 0 crime. That should be our goal. And how do we do that? We have the honored and best police officers working also with our firefighters and our paramedics. And then we bring the community together, police, government officials, community. And not only do we have law enforcement, of course we need that, we also integrate our social services, our social worker at Village Hall, and we try to prevent crime before it even starts. And let me just give you a couple examples here, and I'm going to screen share again. So this is the Village of Hillside website, and the current mayor announced that he was going to publish all of our crime reports starting in the beginning of the year. Well, as you see here, they've only published 1 week of crime reports. That's the week with January 27th of this past year. If I'm elected mayor, what we're going to do is we're going to publish this blotter once a week. And every month, we're going to report it out in our newsletter. And at our village meetings, we're going to talk about what our village is experiencing, so you have the information and you can look out for any problems and you can help the police by calling. And also, we're going to let you know how we're going to address these issues. And we're going to work together, police, community, and village officials, if we are elected. Now, the other issue in Hillside, as many of you know, are vehicle speeders. And so we have a problem in our neighborhoods with speeders. We have a problem on our main streets with speeders. Again, on our website, you can see very important information from Hillside's past, including my involvement in Hillside and the record of the current mayor. So let me just give you a couple examples. Here is a TV story from NBC5 Chicago from 2020. And it talks about speeders, chronic, constant speeders on my street here on Forest Avenue. speeders speeding too fast and going right through the stop sign. And again, this was in July of 2020. We asked the mayor for more speeder intervention and speed monitors on our street. And again, you can go to our website, voteforhillside.com. You can go to hillsidespeeders.com. You see we have a problem. Well, 2 years later, here's another story about speeders on our street on Forest Avenue. And this story here on CBS News, Hillside residents fed up with the menace of speeders. This featured a speeder that drove onto the lawn of one of our neighbors up the block who has a daycare business. If her and her children were out walking around, this speeder could have really done something serious. So in my view, as a Hillside volunteer, as the leader of the Hillside Volunteers for the past 10 years, we've asked the current mayor, Mr. Tamburino, to utilize technology, to utilize strategic police action, to get the community involved, to stop the speeders. And unfortunately, he just hasn't done it. So whether it's reporting the crime blotter to you and our village, or whether it's stopping the speeders, I know that I have the experience. I've done it in Chicago. I've worked in Hillside for 10 years to stop the speeders. I've also worked with the police on many different crime issues, public safety issues. So if you want to be safe in Hillside, our team will keep you safe. Now, let's go to the other issue that Hillside families are really, really hurting about. And that, of course, is property taxes, okay? Our families in Hillside are paying some of the highest property taxes in the entire state of Illinois. And friends, please look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Over the past 4 years, the current mayor and trustees, with the clerk at all the meetings, passed $1.2 million in higher property taxes for everyone in Hillside, all the property owners in Hillside. That's not right. We asked for lower property taxes. And part of the reason, I'll go to the next slide, is that over the past 2 years, the 2 fiscal years ending FY 2023 and 2024, our village of Hillside has made a $7.5 million profit of revenues over expenses. So look at this. You'll see right here in the FY 2023, we made $3.7 million. In FY 2024, $3.8 million. And our current fund balance as of April 30th, that would be April 30th, ending in 2025, is $20.8 million. So there was no need to raise your property taxes, raise all of our property taxes by $1 million. And the fact that we have massive surplus, we should be giving a tax cut to our families. If I am elected mayor and our team as well, with your support, our goal, our minimum goal is $1,000 property tax cuts for every home. We can do it. As I showed you, we have massive excess revenues, and we can reduce our village spending responsibly. We must. Your family deserves lower taxes. You need lower taxes to save for the future, to pay the high costs of today's food and insurance and all the other high costs you're dealing with. Government should provide the best quality service at the lowest possible cost. And that has not happened in Hillside. And here will be some proof. So I come back to the screen share, and now I come over to this document, and I hope you can see it. It shows right here plainly that for the fiscal year 2024, ending April 2024, so I have to correct myself from before. That previous fiscal year was 2020, ended in April of 2024. The point is that the village of Hillside, our village of Hillside, the current mayor, spent $23.4 million in Hillside for 8,000 people. Meanwhile, over here, Westchester, which has 8,000 more people, they have 16,000 people, they only spent $20.5 million. Hillside spent $3 million more than Westchester, that has 8,000 more people. Friends, That is unacceptable overspending by today's mayor and trustees. And if our team is elected, we will responsibly reduce Hillside spending, and we'll show you all the numbers. We'll have public hearings. We'll show you what we're planning to spend. We'll show you what we're planning to reduce in expenditures. We will run Hillside. We will have the best village government at the lowest possible cost, and we will show you every dollar along the way. But speaking of showing you every dollar along the way, the current mayor has not done this. Here are the fiscal year 2024 expenses ending April of 2024. Here are the line item expenses, every single expenditure that the current mayor and trustees spent in fiscal year 2024. This information was not provided to you. It was not provided to the people of Hillside. This information we found in the back of the Village Free Press newspaper, hidden in that newspaper. And the point of it is the current mayor and trustees and clerk wanted to hide this from you. Why? Because they have overspent by millions and millions of dollars. Again, Hillside, we spent $22,900 per resident, but in Westchester, they spent $1,300 per resident. That is a significant savings. Westchester is running their government efficiently, and they're keeping their taxes low. But here in Hillside, we're raising our taxes, overspending, and you see all the line items. So again, all these lawyers, $378,000 payment to CarMax. We've got a $15 million repayment deal with CarMax, even though Joliet's got a $4 million payment and Algonquin's got $800,000. Why are we paying CarMax $15 million? It hasn't been explained to everyone. Then you've got all these landscapers doing all this work on village-owned land. Then you've got unitemized, non-itemized credit card expenses of $360,000. You've got architects, you've got CPAs, urban planners, you've got catering for $60,000. Friends, we can responsibly reduce village hall spending that the current mayor, Mr. Tamburino, and the trustees are not. And we can use some of our surplus. Every home needs at least $1,000 in lower property taxes. If you elect our team, we will deliver this to you. Now, let me just look at a couple quick other items in our Hillside Success Plan. And I'm going to come here to a previous email we sent out on our newsletter. And I have been in urban planning and economic development for 35 years in Chicago. I've worked in 4 different neighborhoods. We have, together with the community, the government officials, businesses, and property owners, we have brought billions of dollars of new investment to Chicago, billions of dollars. I know how to do that. We know how to welcome investors. And if elected, Hillside has such enormous opportunity for economic development. And like it says right here, new business investment in Hillside means lower taxes for your family. So again, just a couple photos here. Here's our Butterfield Road, historic downtown. There's some great businesses there. I encourage you to shop there and enjoy these businesses. But when we compare our Butterfield Road in Hillside to York Road in Elmhurst, look, they've got a few more stores than we do. They've got, on the weekends, they've got a lot more people going there Fridays and Saturday nights. We want to make Butterfield Road in Hillside compete with York Road in Elmhurst. If we're elected, we can do that. Here's another slide showing the corner of Wolf Road and Harrison Street. This is a 3-acre village-owned land. It is prime for economic development. The residents in this neighborhood don't have shops, stores, and restaurants nearby. We would love to bring a grocery store or a restaurant or both to the corner of Wolf and Harrison. We can create economic development, new taxes, lower families' taxes, create jobs for our young people, especially our high school students and seniors. Here's the former Menard site, on Wolf Road. This has been now vacant for 13 years. 13 years since Menard's moved, and the current mayor of Hillside has delivered no new economic development on this site. Since the Wolf Road site is so close to our Hillside School, elementary school, and Proviso West High School, it would be ideal for new residential development, new homes here. This would be wonderful. As I say, the current mayor has not delivered anything in economic development in 13 years. It's time for change. And then 2 more slides. This is the corner of Wolf Road and Cermak in Hillside. This is the northwest corner. This is the Archdiocese land where the golf course just recently closed, where Arby's used to be. This land at the corner, this site has been vacant for years. This is prime real estate here. Again, wonderful economic development opportunity. We can bring millions of dollars of new investment to Hillside, millions and millions if we're elected. And then last, at the corner of Washington and Manheim, there's the current shopping mall here called the Family Square. Friends, we need to get a coffee shop here, a restaurant here. We need to put landscaping around this mall, and we need to bring more stores and vitality. So our team has 35 years of economic development experience. I'll put my experience in Chicago, revitalizing neighborhoods, Albany Park, Andersonville, Pilsen, and Fulton Market for the past 25 years. I'll put my experience up against Joe Tamburino's experience any day. And honest and true, I am an urban planning and economic development professional. We can make it work in Hillside. Last, I want to show you, in terms of our Hillside Success Plan, I want to show you what I think is also essential for our village. If you watch the debate between myself and Mr. Tamburino, you'll see a couple things. And by the way, that debate's on our website at voteforhillside.com. Let me pause here with the screen share, and let me tell you this. I believe, and I showed on the debate, I believe that improving our high schools while honoring our current parents and students and honoring our teachers and administrators and everyone working together to improve our Proviso West High School, our Proviso Math and Science Academy, and our 4 different elementary school districts. If we all work together with the leadership of the mayor and the other officials, trustees, and clerk, we can have the greatest schools in America. Now, our schools are wonderful today, but we have to bring them up. Their test scores are low, below state average. Some of the teacher salaries are below state average, and there's other challenges as well. Watch the debate. I urge all of you. Hear what I had to say, which is more academic tutoring, which is bringing a free medical clinic to Proviso West High School that would serve all of our elementary and high school students, improving our sports, improving our after-school activities. But again, let me screen share something here very important, which is this, that at Proviso East High School, they have what's called a school-based health center. And it's staffed by the Loyola, right here it says, it's operated by the Loyola University of Chicago, or Loyola University Chicago School of Nursing. At Proviso East High School, they offer healthcare, free healthcare, physicals, immunization, social work and therapy, nutrition, primary healthcare, chronic illnesses, and laboratory services with blood testing. The center is open every day school is in session. No student is turned away for being unable to pay. If we want the greatest Hillside, we have to help our children be healthy. We have to provide counseling for our children. We have to provide free medical care. That's a wonderful idea for our Proviso West High School. And friends, Proviso East has it in Maywood. The current mayor, Mr. Tamburino, has been there for 43 years. We don't have free medical care at Proviso West High School. We need this. So keeping you safe, lowering your property taxes by at least $1,000, new economic development for Hillside, and the greatest schools possible. This is what Hillside needs. We can do it if you elect us in this election. Now, let me screen share just a couple more items here that are very, very important. We have to talk about the history of the current mayor of Hillside. And there's something that has come up that is very important for all of you to know. But I want to start with this Illinois law that says that government funds, your government funds at the state of, your government funds at the village of Hillside cannot be used for political activities or any kind of politicians. Think about that. You're paying your taxes for your government services. You're not paying your taxes for the current mayor, Mr. Tamburino, to use your taxes for his political advantage. That is illegal under Illinois law. Here are examples, here are previous examples of how he has done that. And we come over here. And this was the 2021 election where Tamburino had the public works staff go onto our lawns. And as you see in the dump truck here, steal our political lawn signs. This was in 2021. Over here in 2022, Mr. Tamburino had a breakfast meeting at a hotel and invited people who are 60 years and over. I went to the meeting because I have a lot of experience helping seniors, and Mr. Tamburino ordered me to be removed from the meeting. This is, again, you can't use government resources to block any of your political opponents. You can't do that. Here is a flyer. Mr. Tamburino wanted to use our Hillside government building in 2023 at 4941 Butterfield Road for a political meeting. You can't do that. And here is evidence of him sending Hillside employees to our political meeting back in 2023. Now, why do I say all of this? I say all of this because there is a video on Facebook now, and you can go to the Hillside Berkeley Facebook page, or you can watch it right here. Here is a video that just got put out yesterday by the current mayor of Hillside, and I'm going to play a couple sections of it, and I want you to listen to this video, please, because, again, the mayor of Hillside is breaking the law. Watch this.
I am Joe Tamburino, the mayor of the village of Hillside. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank.
Now, this video, as you see, is put out by the Citizens Improvement Party. That's Mr. Tamburino's political party. And he's putting out this video for Election Day, okay? Here's the problem. Later in this video, you will see Mr. Tamburino announce that if people want to support his campaign, they can call our village government and set up a meeting with him. He is mixing his political campaign with his role as a government official. And as I showed you under Illinois law, it's illegal. Watch what he says here at the 26-minute mark. Watch him invite people to call him at Village Hall, even though this is a political advertisement.
To you this, if you want to talk to me about any issue, call me. Call the village, they'll get to me, and we'll make an appointment. I'll come sit in your living room and discuss any issue you would.
So again, you saw it, you saw in the video that the current mayor of Hillside is breaking the law by having a political campaign message that includes government resources. He just said he's running for mayor, and if you want to talk to him, call our village government office. That's illegal under Illinois law. And so, my friends, I say to all of you, you deserve protection under the law. We deserve to follow the law. Our team wants to bring you safety, lower taxes, economic development, better schools, better services for our seniors and everyone in our village. But in everything we do as potential government officials, anything that government does, they have to follow the law just like you do. And Mr. Tamburino is not following the law. There are many examples of that on our voteforhillside.com website, and Hillside needs change. So what does that look like? Here's my closing message. And again, I'm going to screen share here, and I'm going to come over to our Facebook, to our website page. I want to thank Miss Rhonda Taylor for running for trustee, a wonderful neighbor in the East Warren Avenue neighborhood. Her family's been in Hillside a long, long time. She has been a dedicated volunteer in our village. She's a registered nurse, and she has a wonderful family. She's great presence on her block, helping all of her neighbors. I want to thank Keegan Goss, our candidate, another candidate for trustee. He also, he is very dedicated volunteer. He's been involved in a lot of our volunteer efforts. He's a construction manager. He owns a pet care company, and he's got is a construction manager to take care of projects. Tommy Beasley, we thank her for running for trustee. She's also a registered nurse. She's a business owner in Hillside. just a tremendous woman, also been volunteering for Hillside. And then Elva Arroyo for clerk, and she's been a volunteer with our Hillside group. She's a financial bookkeeper and business consultant, former public school teacher, and wonderful, wonderful woman dedicated to community. Elva Arroyo also speaks Spanish for many of our Spanish-speaking Hillside neighbors. And then finally, I was born and raised in Hillside. I love our village. So many wonderful memories. And at the same time, we have some challenges. And so I do believe in my heart that myself and my team, we've been volunteering for 10 years to make Hillside safer, to reduce the speeders, to fix our streets, to improve our parks like Thiele Park. That was all our effort. To help our schools as well. We helped clean up the grounds there at Proviso West High School. We offered suggestions. We had community meetings at the school. So we have done the work, and we've been volunteering in our village. And like I say, we love Hillside, and we have great ideas based on our proven experience to serve you. So I thank you all for watching this video. I hope you'll vote today. I hope you understand the urgency of voting in Hillside to have a much better village for your family, for your neighbors, for all of us, a village based on public safety, lower taxes, responsible village spending, highest quality village hall services, new economic development, the best schools, and above all, that our government officials in Hillside must always follow the law and can't use their government advantage to abuse their authority. And I hope you'll take in all the information. And like I say, please vote. From our team in Hillside to all of you in Hillside, thank you for watching this video. Let's have a better Hillside, and let's do it together. Thank you very much.